question 2, part B, asks you to think about a reaction where the enthalpy and entropy changes both have a negative sign. So delta H is less than 0 and delta S is less than 0. And we're to discuss how the feasibility of this reaction will change as the temperature increases. So the first thing we need to say is that the feasibility is determined by delta G. Delta G, which is delta H minus T delta S, and we can say that feasible reactions have delta G less than 0. So at T equals 0, delta G is less than 0 because delta H is less than 0. So that implies that the reaction will be feasible. As T increases, remember this is absolute temperature, so it's always positive, T delta S becomes more negative. Delta S is negative, and if you're multiplying a negative number by a larger positive number, then you're becoming more negative. And that implies that minus T delta S becomes more positive, and therefore delta G becomes more positive or less negative. So what the picture we've got here is that if we think about the temperature, delta G, we're starting off with a negative value, but we've essentially got a positive gradient, and so at some point the reaction will cease to be feasible. Therefore, feasibility decreases with temperature as T increases.